friends, and so we're back to our elemental processes, and today we have Gaia, or what is known as Gaia in the English language, and it's Gaia in Greek. And these specific processes are actually to inspire the workshop, or rather the retreat that's upcoming in June in Cyprus, which is the Samapana retreat, and it's all about deep transformation of the elements. But here we're going to do some short processes that have been inspired from Samapana. And for the earth element, I can't say that it's a very pretty one. It's all about revocations, things that we need to decide to stop doing if we're going to help the physical body and if we're going to help this planet Earth. This is what we need to do. So we're going to do a combination of revocations as well as some power logos installation processes to go with it. So first of all, I'd like to read out carefully what it is that I have written, a small excerpt that is for from the Samapana retreat, and I'm going to read that out to you, and you may in your own time want to reread, I'm the one that's reading, you might want to re-watch, what it is that I'm about to say, because it really is quite deep and profound. So you may need to, work it through your mind and through your emotions before you go through with the actual revocations. So the Gaia element is actually represented by the hexahedron geometry, which is actually a cube, a red cube, just that you know the platonic correspondence between Gaia and also between sacred geometry. So here we go. War and crime are the oldest pollutants on Earth. They are byproducts of fear. Erroneous systems are agricultural, educational, law, healthcare, economic, political and religion also feed the fear mechanism. The survival mechanism is the product of the birth-death matrix. The survival mechanism feeds the breeding procreation program. The birth-death matrix feeds duality into the morphogenetic field of the earth. Now, I just want to clarify here is I'm not against the, procreation and recreation, but it does need to happen very, very consciously, and we need to be fully responsible and accountable for such a sacred deed as to recreate and procreate. So the birth-death matrix feeds duality into the morphogenetic field, just repeating that one. Duality keeps us in a state of I need. Addiction is the product of I need. Addiction creates distorted instinctual impulses that plug into threat or danger or survival frequencies. Our addictions keep us collectively entranced and locked into social and cultural conditioning. The cycle is recreated. Through our conscious and unconscious addictions, we participate in killing to survive. Whilst we harm other beings, we remain savages in fact. Whilst we feed from death, we are locked into cycles of karma and reincarnation. By submission to erroneous systems, we reinforce physical deterioration and psycho-emotional corruption into our existence and into the Earth's biosphere. There's some quite serious stuff here. So it is time to redefine our physical identity. And the solution is to deconstruct and reconstruct from within the physical being yourself, all the way to the morphogenetic field of the Earth, and upgrade your own vibrational frequencies, as well as upgrading the Earth's grids. So that would be the solution. And so you will need to replay that and wrap your head around that. And what I'm going to do now is go into the revocations. I would suggest, if you're not ready for it, just listen, and then if you are ready for it, then you can actually take them into your own electromagnetic field. Are you ready? Here we go. Take a deep breath in and out through the nose. You can close the eyes or you can look at the view here. And breathe in and out through the nose, as I said. And we're staying very, very connected to the physical self right now. And we'll start with the revocations. I revoke myself. You can repeat this internally if you want to, or just listen. I revoke myself from being consciously or unconsciously involved in war and crime. I revoke myself from participating in the pollution of this earth. I reduce or revoke my conscious or unconscious activity in harmful systems that may be agricultural, educational, involved in law, erroneous healthcare, erroneous economical systems or political systems, erroneous religious systems, as they feed the fear mechanism. And I choose to revoke myself from the fear mechanism. The survival mechanism, as we said, is the product of the birth-death matrix. And it feeds the breeding, procreation program. I revoke myself from unconsciously participating in the procreation program, as this is a sacred act that I choose now to do fully aware and fully conscious. I revoke myself from the extremes of dualistic activities, thoughts and emotions. I revoke myself from addictions. I revoke myself from false I needs. I revoke myself from my addictions that keep me entranced and locked into social and cultural conditionings. I revoke myself from my unconscious addictions. I revoke myself from feeding from death. I revoke myself from being locked into false cycles of karma and reincarnation. I revoke myself from submitting to erroneous systems. And I revoke myself from my participation in physical deterioration and psycho-emotional corruption. I revoke myself from participating in the corruption of the Earth's biosphere. Sacred Logos installation. I choose to redefine my physical identity now. I choose to reconstruct my own electromagnetic field and my own physical biosystem. choose to participate in the upgrading of Earth and the Earth's grids. I activate and reinforce these processes with the light frequency from primary source, the central sun, and of course, most importantly, the crystalline heart of Mother Earth. To all facets, all dimensions, and all aspects of my existence, and all places that I occupy. Imaste Pradahiji Biyi. It means we are primary source. Imaste. We are. So friends, that wraps up our yeah process for Samapana. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. Thank you for sharing it on. And thank you for following me on Periscope. Also, don't forget to go over to my YouTube channel, Helen Christodoulou. Don't forget to subscribe and you will have access to a plethora of amazing esoteric content over there. Thanks again so much. I'm going to go ahead and enjoy the rest of this day, and tomorrow we will get together for the spirit or ethera element. So I look forward to connecting with you again. Take care for now. Ciao.